and welcome to Katie's Corner. Today we're going to be making goulash. And the ingredients that you're going to need is a 3-pound box of elbow macaroni, a large bottle of pasta sauce, 3 pounds of ground turkey, or you can use hamburger or chicken, it's your preference, 2 bags of sharp cheddar cheese, 1 block of cheese, a can of cheesy dip, and the vegetables that we're going to put in it is the green pepper, a red onion, and garlic. Our other seasonings that we're going to be using is Sazon, salt and pepper, basil, onion powder, white pepper, parsley, Italian seasoning, and sugar. Now, the first steps you need to do is to have a large pan boiling with salted water. And I'm going to go now and cut up my green peppers, my onions, and garlic. And also the block of cheese. And I'll be right back. YouTube, we're back. I've cut up my green peppers, my red onions, and my garlic. Now I also have my turkey about to start over here. What we'll do is we have to scramble this and we'll drain it. Well, first we'll scramble it and season it, and then we'll strain it, and then we'll add our vegetables that I've cooked over here. So, and also too, you're going to need a large pan of boiling water, rapidly boiling salted water. I got this going here now, as you can see. And once I get my turkey started, I'm going to add my macaroni to this pan. So let's get this turkey started here. And the reason why I cook goulash is because I have a large family. There's 6 of us. And when you cook large pans of food, it tends to last longer. You know, people working during the week or whatever, they usually don't want to cook when they come home from work. So if you make it large enough, it could last 2 to 3 days, depending on, you know, how much you make or whatever. And it also saves money. So we're gonna break this up here in this pan and get this started. But while this is starting to cook, we're gonna salt this. And a lot of people don't like a lot of salt. It just depends on you. So just salt to taste, but to your preference. Put some pepper here. And I like black pepper, and I also like white pepper also, because it gives it a good taste. I learned that from my mom. So we're going to put the white pepper in here. Definitely going to have to get some more. You can see I like it because it's almost gone. Let's sprinkle that in here. And we got some more onion powder. We do have onions, but I like mine a little oniony, if that's a word. Put that in there. And we got Italian seasoning. Let's add that. We should be starting to cook here soon. Basil. Add that in here, and let's give that a quick stir here. It's starting to cook. So like I said, I guess this is a good meal where you can stretch out over days. Yeah, it feeds the family good. And with this today, we're going to have frozen spinach, and we're also going to have Texas toast. So stay with us, and we'll be right back. Okay, YouTube, we're back. We got everything going here. We got our turkey already done, drained, and we also have our, get a picture of this, the macaroni, cooked and drained. And to keep this from sticking while we're getting our turkey together, we're gonna put a little bit of butter in here. So that way, when we put our meat in, it won't be all stuck together. So let's take the top off of this really quick. And I'd say about 2 tablespoons of butter should do it. Let's put that in there. And then we're gonna stir it up in there a little bit so it can melt and get on the pieces of macaroni so they don't, like I said, stick together. And to keep the heat in, we're going to go ahead and place our top back on so that can continue to melt. Okay, now with the turkey, we have it seasoned and everything. Now we're going to add our vegetables that we cut up earlier. So we're going to add our green peppers, our red onions, and our garlic. So let's do that. Add all of it together. No need to wait to do it separate. Just add it all together. And this was about a medium-sized onion and a green pepper and a half. It just depends on what size your pepper is. If you get a large pepper, you probably only need 1. But if you get a smaller pepper, you might need a pepper and a half, maybe even 2. So let's go ahead and incorporate all this together. Starting to smell really good in here, people. And just mix it. Try to keep it on a lower heat, and if you need to, you might add a little bit of moisture to it, but try to keep it on. I have it on 5 right now. And let's mix that up, and we're gonna add the spaghetti sauce that we have. So we're gonna take our large spaghetti sauce, and we're gonna, ooh, this thing's heavy. We're gonna pour this in here. Just like this. Save a little bit. Okay, let's put the top back on that. And let's stir this up a little bit. Get it all through there, all the sides and underneath, flip. Whatever you need to do to incorporate it into your meat. And when you put that in there, I'm going to add a little bit more seasoning because we know that bottled spaghetti sauce is never like we like it. So I'm going to add a little bit more Italian seasoning. Sprinkle across the top. I'm going to add a little bit more basil. If I can open it. Just a little. And a little bit of pepper and my magic weapon, Sazon. This stuff is good. You add it to your food and it really kicks it up. So we're gonna open this up and put it in our sauce. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'll use the whole thing since we're making so much. And if you like it a little bit more seasoning, you can put more seasoning in it, or less if you don't like a lot of seasoning in your food. You know, it's up to you. A lot of people can't have a lot of salt, like my husband, he can't. So we don't put as much in there. Got to take care of our loved ones. And, okay. We're going to turn this up to like between 6 and 7. Let me wipe this off a little bit. Okay. We're going to let this simmer. There's no need to put a top on. It's fine. Just let it simmer down a little bit. Every now and then stir it. and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and we have simmered our meat sauce for about 10 minutes, which gives the green peppers and onions time to break down and get soft a little bit. You can cook it longer if you like your vegetables soft, but I kind of like a crunch to mine. So we're just going around and make sure nothing's sticking to the pan or anything like that. Everything's fine. Now we're going to add our cheesy dip. This is about 15 ounces. We're just going to add it to our sauce here. Okay. And we're going to stir this into the sauce. Well, this meal is really cheesy. It has a lot of cheese in it, which is good. You know, you have kids, they like cheese. Put the cheese in the food, they'll eat it. Okay, just incorporate that in, make sure it's mixed really good. It'll give it a creamy texture to it. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and incorporate our sauce into our macaroni that we have in this pan. So I'm gonna attempt to put this in there without burning myself. So if you hear me scream, I'm okay. Okay, let's pour this in here. Should get everything out of there. Okay, about as much as I can get. And let's go ahead and I'll use this. Stir this up in here. Looks really good here, people. Look at that. Let's turn this off. Okay. And the cheese that I cooked earlier, I'm sorry, cut earlier. I wish I could. Let's put this in here. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And let's add our other bag of cheese, which is our sharp cheddar cheese. Okay. Okay, mix that up really good. And make sure you scrape the bottom. Start from the bottom and turn to make sure that it's completely mixed together. Okay, and we're going to add one more bag of cheese. Oops. Okay, and we're going to stir that up in here. And we'll be right back with our finished product. Okay, we're back and we have our finished product here. Look at that goulash. Doesn't that look good? You can see all the cheese and the green peppers and onions. And we're gonna go ahead and give it a final toss. And we're gonna put it on our plates. As you can see, I already have my Texas toast and spinach all ready to go. And you can top this with anything, Parmesan cheese if you like. I'd like to put finishing touches of Parmesan cheese on it, or you can eat it just like it is. And I hope that you enjoyed my YouTube video today. Like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time on KB's Kitchen.